Yo, welcome back, guys. So I want to talk briefly about where you're going. One thing I found through teaching students is a lot of the time I don't necessarily get the sense that they have a very clear, specific type of goal in mind when they talk about, getting good as a singer. I want to get good. We cover things about what that means here, but really, I want to hear, or I want to get a sense of, from a learning singer or a developing singer, that they have some kind of grand vision regarding where they want to go, where they want to end up, the person or the singer that they want to become. My journey started with that vision, and really two things motivated me through my journey and kept me going through the grind day by day, month by month, year by year. One was the fear of sucking, the fear of not being good at this. That constantly motivated me. The failure and the fear of failure and the fear of being not very good at what I do just is an endless source of motivation for me. Now, the other thing was a grand vision. I always knew the singer I was going to become. I always had a very, very clear sense of the singer that I wanted to be from the very start. Now, there are various reasons for that. One being I was a musician already. I was a guitar player. I'd already listened and been involved in music for quite a while. And the other was a lot of the singers that I was interested in. I had a sense of matching them, of being part of that team, of being one of them. Those two things were really the biggest motivators for me. And I think both of those things can be useful. These are types of kind of positive and negative types of motivation to practice and to move forward and to change. But I'm kind of imploring learning singers here to really sit down, have a think, and consider this idea of some kind of grand vision about where you're going and what you want to do. Where do you want to get to? Now, for me, it's all about the art. It's all about the craft. I was never necessarily too concerned about, I want to earn X amount of money, I want to be famous, this type of thing. But those can also be motivators for people. There's no right or wrong in this. It's just that some people have different motivations to others as singers. I would say that you do definitely need a certain bias towards the craft to be successful in music. It can't just be purely for the material success, because that won't get you through the grind ultimately. Because there are plenty of other ways to earn a lot of money and become well known. Starting a business, getting a good job, a good education, this type of thing. So the drive towards that vision, the drive towards that goal, the drive towards becoming a better version of yourself, all these things require you have an imaginary vision, really, an imaginary image in your mind of where you're going to get to in the future. And it really is made up. That vision I had when I started was very clear in my mind, but it wasn't real. It was just make-believe. The only person that could see that was me, and to everybody else, I was just where I was at. So really, I was making up a story in my mind. I was making up a story about the future that I was then directing my actions towards. If you've got a true north like that, you've got some kind of goal, some kind of grand vision, it just helps you so much in terms of getting through the day-to-day, as we've said. It helps you so much in terms of focusing, of buckling down, of gravitating towards something. If your goal is just, I want to get good, I want to sing well, there's no emotional oomph behind it. Yeah. It's not the same as, I want to be one of the great singers of my generation. I want to fit in with all those great singers I look up to, and I really want to become part of that team. I want to fit in there and be accepted. These are the types of emotional, real types of visions that are going to drive you forward as opposed to I just want to get good, or, I just want to sing. I like singing. That stuff is not going to get you from A to B, not to the same degree. Might get you a little bit better, but it's not going to get you from average to great, or from suck to amazing. The only way to make that kind of leap is to have a very, very clear, strong vision about where you want to get to and where you're going and where you're going to end up. Anyway, I'll leave you with that, guys. Have a vision, have a think, and really direct your life and your singing in that way. You'll find that you make a lot more progress. Take care. Bye.